A few weeks ago, I had a plumber scheduled to come to my house, and I wasn't going to be home, and it was just going to be my wife and my kids at home, and it was imperative that we get um, our hot water heater fixed. And so I noticed thinking to myself, like, who's actually going to show up at my house? Like, what do they look like? Can I trust them? There was a little bit of uncertainty there, and that's real, especially if you're going to have someone come to your home and your kids are there or your wife is alone and there's a stranger about to knock on your door. And so that's exactly the gap that Customer Connect closes within Omada. It's a new feature that we recently updated. So with Customer Connect, for your technician or your sales rep or whoever that is, or maybe you're a dentist and you have a new patient coming to your office, and you want them to know who you guys are or your hygienist is before they even come. So there's some comfortability. Before they ever show up, you can send them a text and saying, hey, we're looking forward to seeing you, or looking forward to having you a part of our business here or whatever, and to servicing you. Here's who's coming to your house. Here's a link to their profile. Why don't you get to know who that sales rep is or that service technician is before we knock on your door? It's a small thing, but it's a huge difference in between a stranger showing up at your house and someone your customer already knows who's coming and exists. So let me show you how to set this up and use it within Omada. All right. So we're logged in with our default, our test company, and here's John Doe. So we're going to go first over into company admin. And there's a section called Customer Connect now. So we're going to expand that. And your Customer Connect portal, you have to set up templates to be able to use it. So it just makes it a little bit easier way of doing it. So let's set up a message template. You can set up an en route template like, hey, we're on our way to your house. We'll be there in about 30 minutes. Here's who's coming to your house. Look forward to serving you. If you have any questions, call our main office at whatever. Or how about an appointment intro is more like, hey, we're looking forward to servicing you, and when you come to our office, your appointment's at 8:30 this morning, and you're going to be seeing Heidi, and here's Heidi's bio that you can read about before you come into the office. We look forward to serving you, or whatever that looks like, right? So you can have en route or an appointment. So let's add a new template. And let's just call it something friendly. How about we're going to just call it a new appointment template, and we're going to call it, it's going to be an appointment. So here is where your message body is going to be, and you can put available tokens in there, like the example there. Hi, this is, and then let's add employee first name. It's Scott, right? Okay, and then you can add something. We look forward to our appointment later today to get to better. Feel free to read about me on my bio. Okay, and then let's say we can have a profile link, because that's going to go to my profile link. So in this example, it's giving you a preview. Hi, this is Alex. I'm logged in as well. It's just giving you a generic name. We look forward to your appointment if you liked it. And here's the profile, employee profile link. Okay, and then maybe you want to say something like, if you need us, call the office. And maybe whatever you set up as your office phone, we'll just add that right there. Okay. You can have your, ETA if this is a message route, appointment notes if you want to add appointment notes to it. Like within the appointment notes, you can put like your appointment time is 8:30, yada yada yada. Hey, park in the parking garage. We'll validate for you, whatever that looks like. Let's set this as a default template for this message type. For a message type being the appointment. So let's create that template. So now we have a new template in there. As an admin and manager, you can send messages on behalf of employees. So I can come in here and I can select someone like Sarah. Here's an appointment type. We only have one template, so it defaults it to that. You can put your customer phone number in here, any optional notes if you set that up. But here is the message preview. Hi, this is Sarah. We look forward to appointments. If you'd like to know me better, feel free to reach out in my bio. Here it is, right? And then you can copy that message, send it via text, or whatever it is. So we don't have a text messaging setup within Omada. What this is going to do, so this is more beneficial if you're using it on your phone. If you push send as via text, it'll open up your own messaging platform on your phone to send it through that. Or if you have your customer relationship, your software that you use, maybe it has a text messaging system through that, you can copy the message and put it into that to send it as a text message. All right, so we're in that. So now I'm going to go over and show you what it looks like on a simulator. So like this is like an iPhone, what it would look like on the iPhone. I'm going to refresh this. So we don't have the link here yet, but let's refresh the screen. And now I have a customer connect because we have a template built into this. So this option becomes in my quick links is right there. So I'm logged in as John, and so I can send messages as myself to my customer. So I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna have a new appointment. I don't have the en route because I can't select that because I didn't select create a template. Let's put the client's phone number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and if you have any notes, you can put it in there. Here's a preview of that. Says, hi, this is John. We look forward to your appointment. And he gives a link to it. If you need to call, here's our office phone number, right? So you can send as text. It opens up your messaging. It'll put the phone number right there. It doesn't do it on this emulator, but it puts the phone number in the to section automatically, and you can send this to your client, your customer, as you're en route or you're coming, or you can preset this up. And so it just kind of gives you a quick text that you can send to your clients. Really good for customer and relationship, and really it's ultimately to help them to feel comfortable with you coming to their house, or their comfortability coming to meet you, or your hygienist, or your assistants, or your team. And it's just a great way to mend that and build that relationship. So that's how Customer Connect works.